Do you know that more than 1 billion vehicles are currently in use and all of them use a lead acid battery, including the new hybrid and electric vehicles? Do you know what happens to your old car battery? Your car battery is recycled, and it is in fact the most recycled item globally. More than $12 billion worth of lead is produced from battery recycling annually. Its recycling is a good thing as it keeps the batteries from being dumped into the ground. But the current recycling process itself is extremely polluting. VerdeEn was started with an idea to develop a non-polluting process to extract the lead out of used lead-acid batteries. My background with commodities trading at Merrill Lynch and first-hand experience of witnessing the ill effects of smelting in India helped me realize the huge market potential and positive social impact that such a venture could potentially make. We quickly realized that the use of furnace, or the smelter as it is called, for lead extraction from used batteries is the root cause of all problems, as toxic emissions and solid waste are generated. In addition, plenty of carbon fuels are used to fire the furnace to achieve a temperature of over 1000 degrees Celsius at which the smelting occurs. Our quest was to eliminate the smelter with a cleaner and less energy intensive process which could compete on economics, as it is extremely critical for industry acceptance. We took a strategic decision to set up our R&D and proof of concept facility in India. We initially spent our own money to get the project off the ground and then raised some angel investment. I am extremely proud of the fact that we have been able to develop a room temperature electrochemical process to recycle used batteries for a spend of just over $1 million. We were able to achieve this with a team of extremely motivated and talented chemists and engineers who share the same passion and values. We have been super focused on execution and keeping our costs down. The idea was never to cut corners on the fundamental research, but at the same time being cognizant of the expenses. Good team ethics and not compromising on values, I believe, have been critical in our success. We have recycled more than 50 ton or more than 4,000 automotive and power backup batteries in the last 18 months in a proof of concept facility in India. In addition to the zero emissions and zero toxic solid waste attributes, our process has significant savings as compared to the state-of-the-art smelting and aqua metals, the only other known player which has a working non-smelting process. I am often asked to compare ourselves with aqua metals. I'm very happy to see the progress made by Aqua Metals, as we share the same underlying values on pollution reduction and are fundamentally similar in a sense that both of our processes don't use a furnace. Having said that, we spend about 30% less than Aqua Metals to produce lead from used batteries. To put this in perspective, we are talking about an extra $5 million in profit at the capacity which Aqua Metals is currently building in the state of Nevada. Put another way, if our process was to recycle all the batteries in the US, we would generate an additional $100+ million in profit as compared to Aqua Metals, which I think is pretty significant. We are now ready for scale up and look forward to setting up our first commercial scale facility. Thank you very much.